To watch the latest from India Science, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and press on the bell icon to get notifications on all the science-related videos.
Hello, I am Bhagyashree and you are watching SciTech on India Science. The B.1.617 strain of SARS-CoV-2 was first identified in India last year. Since then, it has managed to spread far and wide, becoming dominant in India. It has also moved to 53 other nations, including the UK. The WHO has labelled B.1.617.2 a subvariant as a variant of global concern. Soon, the UK government reduced the gap between two doses of the AstraZeneca COVID-19 vaccine from 12 weeks to 8 weeks. Why is B.1.617 a matter of concern? And most importantly, are current vaccines effective against it? Let's watch the video.
The virus makes copies of itself as it spreads. When that happens, a set of genetic instructions in the genome changes a little. These alterations are called mutations. Mutations in viruses including SARS-CoV-2 are not uncommon. A virus with one or several new mutations is called a variant of the original virus, according to the World Health Organization. While some variants fizzle out, others force nations to shut operations to contain its spread. A strain becomes a variant of concern when it meets at least one of the three criteria. It spreads easily, causes severe disease, evades immunity derived from vaccines and natural infection. SARS-CoV-2 has been mutating since it was first detected. 4 variants have been on the WHO's radar. These include B.1.1.7 first detected in the UK, B.1.351 first detected in South Africa, P.1 first detected in Brazil, B.1.617 first detected in India. B.1.617 is in the news for 2 reasons. Scientists think it spreads easily and escapes immunity derived from a vaccine or natural infection. The strain has over 15 mutations in the spike protein. B.1.617 is becoming dominant in India according to a study of more than 20,000 samples of SARS-CoV-2. It is prevalent in Maharashtra, Punjab, Delhi, Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. What's more, this variant has 3 subtypes: B.1.617.1, B.1.617.2 and B.1.617.3, each of which shows slight genetic differences. Among these, B.1.617.2 is increasingly gaining a foothold in India. It was first detected in December 2020. Its prevalence rose to 75% at the end of April 2021, according to the print. The WHO recently named this variant of concern as Delta. B.1.617.1, which is a variant of interest, is labelled Kappa. As for vaccines, a study found that the AstraZeneca shot was only 33% effective against this variant 3 weeks after the first dose. The effectiveness, however, increased to 60% following the second dose. The Serum Institute of India has the license to manufacture this vaccine in India, and it is sold as Covishield. The low efficacy of the first dose could explain why the UK government reduced the gap between 2 doses of the AstraZeneca vaccine from 12 weeks to 8 weeks.
Moving on to our next story. May 2021 witnessed 2 cyclones in India. Taukte hitting the west coast and Yas lashing its eastern counterpart. Taukte was an extremely severe cyclonic storm. Yas was labelled a very severe cyclonic storm. What are cyclones and how do they form? And how are they classified into severe or extremely severe cyclonic storms? Let's watch the video.
cyclones, hurricanes, typhoons. All of them describe the same phenomenon. They're called hurricanes if they form over the Atlantic Ocean or Eastern Pacific Ocean, typhoons in Northwest Pacific. India calls it tropical cyclones, which is the generic name. A tropical cyclone is an organized system of clouds and thunderstorms that rotate anti-clockwise in the northern hemisphere. India is vulnerable to cyclones. It impacts coastal areas due to strong wind and heavy rainfall, such as flooding, building collapses, landslides, and sometimes even causing casualties. Typically, they strike in the pre-monsoon months of May to June and the post-monsoon months of October to November. Let's look at how they form. They originate in the warm waters of the equator. From the ocean surface, the warm and moist air rises upwards. Just as this happens, the surface has less air, leading to low air pressure. The air from the surrounding high pressure areas swoops in to fill the gap in the low pressure area. The new air also warms and rises up. The surrounding cool air takes its place. This cycle goes on. In other words, warm air powers cyclones. The warm and moist air that rises upwards eventually condenses to form clouds. The storm of clouds and wind keeps spinning. As the speed of rotation increases, an eye forms in the center. It is surrounded by clouds. Through the eye, cool air flows in, according to NASA. The Indian Meteorological Department categorizes tropical storms depending on the wind speeds of the rotating storm into depression, deep depression, cyclonic storm, severe cyclonic storm, very severe cyclonic storm, extremely severe cyclonic storm, and supercyclonic storm. Cyclone Tauktae was categorized as an extremely severe cyclonic storm, while Yas was a very severe cyclonic storm.
Well, that's all for this episode of SciTech. You can send us your valuable feedback on the email ID flashing on your screens. Also download India Science app or visit our website www.indiascience.in for more such videos. Don't forget to follow us on social media handles as well. So before signing off, here is Fact of the Day for you.
Cyclones rotate in different directions depending on the location. Those in the northern hemisphere rotate counterclockwise, while those on the southern hemisphere spiral clockwise. This is due to Coriolis force produced by the Earth's rotation.